Well, hello there, and welcome back to the Skellyverse. Where are we today? Well, you know this place. This is the creeper farm. Yeah, baby! Look at all that gunpowder. Yes, sir. Been doing quite a bit of AFK in here to collect gunpowder, filled this entire chest with rockets, and almost out of paper here. Also, bamboo. And no, I am not a fool and think you make paper out of bamboo. The reason we have I can walk through a door. Oh yeah, by the way. Hold on, we'll talk about this in a second. Check this out. I can throw this all the way down there. And it still comes back. It's coming back. It's coming. Oh, there it is. Yeah, since the last episode, the Trinanigans episode, we've added loyalty to this. It was not that hard to do. As it turns out, you can do that. But you can also chuck it way downtown past your render distance, and it'll still come back. It scares you, because it takes a while. There it goes. Oh, this is too much fun. Just accept it now. Every time there's a thunderstorm, I'm going to go run around and chuck this at various mobs as a god of lightning and thunder. Where'd it go this time? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It scares me every time. All right, now, the elephants in the room here. I have been doing a lot of AFKing here, as I said, because I was really running low on rockets, and so I was like, you know what? Let's just AFK and, man, look at that square yet circular sun somehow. Wonders never cease. Anyway, yeah, so hanging out here doing all that business, and then I thought to myself, while I'm doing that, why not also collect some experience? Because we have gone through a lot of XP in our axes here. So what I did was I designed these, and they are, well, I guess as efficient as I could make them. More or less. There's new texture on some things too, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I wanted to, basically, it's an XP farm. So if you look in, there's a cart right there, and he goes back. Oh man, did he suck that up? Oh boy. Mistakes were made. Okay. You know what I need? I know what I need. For some reason these are in lighting, even though they're not lighting related, but we're gonna get trapped down here. I know because it happened to me when I was building it, and it was not great. Oh, I didn't even know he was online. Well, I guess I should have checked. Anyway, sorry, Rob. Okay, that's where it is. I found it. Okay. Is this supposed to be stairs? Is this stairs? Okay, bricks, bricks, bricks. Okay, now this is where we get stuck, because believe it or not, it's kind of impossible to get out of here. You think you fly, and then you don't fly. And I'm not really sure what that's about, so we can just do that. I had to deconstruct quite a bit of this to get out of it last time. Don't do it again. I almost did it again. So maybe this is a better view over here. There we go. So see down here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's 6 bamboo down here, all being watched by these observers, which power these pistons. So whenever they grow, they get kicked down there. The cart picks them up, puts them in a hopper, feeds them as fuel to that furnace, and then these cacti, meanwhile, all grow and feed to the same furnace. And the point here is that we collect XP inside this furnace with a self-propagating, completely touch-free system. And I went in Creative World and messed around a lot with the variables. So the question is, how many bamboo to how many cactus do you need? So you don't end up with a backlog of cactus, and you don't end up with too much of a backlog of bamboo. And so this is good, actually. We don't want to see this max out at any point, and we don't want to see cactus sitting here waiting to be burnt. So as it turned out, the good amount, at least for this setup, was 6 bamboo to 8 cactus. And so that's what we ended up with. And then down here, there's just a little sense and dispense system that spits it out once it's done. So if you throw this flip, it will catch the next thing in here, and then you'll be able to pull it out and take the XP to repair your stuff. So I made 2 of these just while I was sitting here, not really AFKing, but waiting for gunpowder. And so this one over here, I believe I have not actually pulled any of the XP out of yet. So as soon as this burns another cactus, we'll pull it out and we will try to get our 2 picks here repaired up. Yeah, that should be good because we used the heck out of these in the last episode. Now we pull this boy out and we should get a bunch of repair. Oh, okay. I mean, not a lot. I need a better XP farm. This was fun, but man, it does not really do the job. Yeah, sometimes bamboo falls out. Don't worry about that. It's an amount. It's not an altogether insignificant amount. But anyway, the other update is, look at that. Look at the 3D on this guy right here. And this is because of a new texture pack. It's vanilla texture pack PBR materials right here, which if you go into your shaders options, material, advanced materials, specular mapping. I don't know what PBR stands for, but specular mapping is basically where the texture has some type of information that lets shaders know that it's actually three-dimensional and has, you know, like a texture on the surface. You can see the wood there. It's kind of going in and out like that. And the furnace, obviously, there's a hole there. And it lets shaders that do ray tracing cast better shadows and give you more texture and depth in the world. And you can see it even applies to these bricks down here. Oh, listen to it. Clink, clink, clink. Adds a little more realism. The world is not quite as flat, and I enjoy that. Even on fences. It's on everything, really. The whole shebang. And you can see on cactuses and on sand. So we got that going on, just playing around with it. Oh, there's even some on this terracotta. As I said, last episode, one of the things we did was a lot of digging, which is why our picks are kind of mutilated at the moment. Didn't really get that much repair out of them. So we could probably use a better XP farm at some point. Yeah, I'm not going to hit that. I would never. I will, however, hit these fools down here. Bam! Peace out. I tried to make it kind of fit in with the theme here, except it's green because it's cactus and bamboo, both green things. But anyway, we have things to do. Let's zoom out on our map here. We have to go back to the spooky graveyard way down here. So I'm gonna head that way. And while I fly my way over there, we are going to look at this Cacodemon. That's not what I was about to say, but we're gonna do it. Oh, look at him. He's so textured. Oh wait, this is the area where I died last time. Let's not repeat that. Let's just move along. Moving along, boss. All right, so while we make our way back to the spooky graveyard, I will show you a time lapse of Coin-Operated Rob and I carving out a lot of that area. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Well, this is cool as hell. Whose stuff is this? Who built this? Why is there a hole of death? Ooh. That is a hole of death. Wait a second. Oh! Yeah. Okay. This is the Wither Arena. I did not know we had a structure on top of there. I think maybe Coin-Operated Rob told me about that and maybe I forgot. This has got a real nice look to it. Man, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, now we're back on track here to the spooky graveyard. So we're almost there, but I will go ahead and show you a little time lapse, Coin-Operated Rob and I carving out the area under the graveyard for the crypt that we will be building today. So let's check that out and I will meet you there. Ooh, look at it. Nicely lit up, except not at all. There's all kinds of terrible things around here. Let's take a sleep. All right. Oh boy. All right, we got ways to deal with this. Uh-oh. Quit haunting my graveyard. I'm the only one who haunts this graveyard. Yeah, that's right. Dumb idiots. Okay, man, look at that. I tweaked the shader settings a little bit along with that specular mapping change, and oh man, oh boy. What was I saying? Yeah, okay, so you just saw that in the graveyard. Wonderful. Very fine. Let's go in here now. Down into the hole of justice. We have jump boost. It's very fun. I don't want to look at that guy again. I don't like that guy. But I brought some shulkers over with bamboozles of bamboo from the cactus farm and set up this little smelting area. And we started collecting all the materials that will be required for the crypt. And this is not all of them. This is just a start. I have some more to do, and actually double checking the design. I actually have to knock down about 2-3 more layers that direction. But this is the general gist of what the area is going to look like. So I'm going to do a little bit more dig in here and collect a little bit more materials here. I will see you there, and we will roll that a time lapse. I lied. I started rearranging all this stuff here, putting it outside the boundaries of where we want to build the crypt. And I figured since I have all the materials gathered together here, I would just give you a little look-see before we start building. And we still do have to take down a little bit here and a little bit over there, which we will do in just a moment. I'll just go ahead and show you right now the material list. Right there, very good. Evil witch in the background, just what you want. And now I will show you what we have gathered here. And big thank you to Corn Operated Rob for helping me gather all this crap. Also for helping with the design, which I will show you after we are done. And actually these down here are empty for the most part. I think, yeah, that's extra materials, empty, yeah, all that's empty. Okay, all the materials somehow fit in here. It's not a lot of blocks, but it's very intricate. Very complex and a lot of detail, which you will see here very shortly. Enough fiddle-faddling. Let's get to digging and let's get to building. Roll that a time lapse. Oh yeah. Okay. What did you think of that? That was an intense time lapse. That was an intense build. I always overestimate the amount of time that it takes to build these things. And wow, was I ever off. That was a lot. Anyway, we're going to go down there and check it out in just a second. But first, yeah, excellent. We're going to change this to jump boost. One moment. Yes, all right. Woo! Jump boost has got to be one of the funnest ones around. It's like you're on the moon. You got moon boots on. All right, let's go down and check it out. Now the entrance here, this is very temporary. Have yet to come up with the design that we like to connect the graveyard to the crypt, but we'll just go down this ramshackle staircase here and check it out. And behold. Oh yeah, the atmosphere, the ruin, the spookiness. All of those things are present exactly the way we want them to be. Where to begin? Okay, so like I mentioned before, the idea for this is an underground crypt, okay? And in a minute here, I'm going to show you some of the prototypes where Rob and I first started working on this design, but first, let's take a look. So in each corner, we have these pillars with the blue glass in there, gives them kind of a spooky haze. We have a lot of this blue fire everywhere, and soul lanterns and all that. These torches, by the way, these are temporary until 118, because right now, if I was to take these out, it's so moody. It's delightful looking in here. I'll give you a little taste, okay? But it's incredibly dangerous. It's oh so dangerous. Moon boots. Okay. Oh yeah, and this guy here, he's Dennis. I trapped him in here while I was building, so he's stuck in here forever. I figured, why not have a zombie inside one of the little graves? It's perfect. Look at him. He's holding a little flesh and everything. He loves it. Where to get him a name tag. But anyway, look, if I take this out of my hand, you can see the spook levels down here are very, very high. Now, this would not be spawnable in 118 because of the changes in light levels, but as it is right now, this is just a death trap, and I do not want it to be blown up. So temporarily, while we're down here checking it out, we'll go ahead and put these torches down here just to make it a little less terrible. So we've got all the graves lining the walls here. Some of them, the stone covers have eroded or been moved over time. There's little bits left behind, some offerings to the dead. The pillars, as I mentioned, there are 4 of them. This one over here, something happened to this guy. I mean, he degraded over time. There's little bits of him all over the place, they're falling apart here. And over here, yes, this is a finishing touch. Go up here. Yep, all right. And this right here, there's our finishing touch that we wanted. There we go. That's pretty good. I had to do a little reshaping there of the water, but this hole up here actually goes all the way up to the swamp. It's impossible to get in. Okay, all right, that's an entrance only, can't. But if you were to go up there to the swamp, you will see there's a hole. Leads all the way down into this crypt. So this water here, we imagine it's blown out this section of the crypt. These 2 graves are gone over here. These ones, nothing in them. And then in the center here, we have these hanging lanterns, right? And this one is a shroom light. This one over here is Podzol, because we are imagining that this shroom light has degraded over time and turned into dirt, basically. And this one over here, he fell in the water right there, so he no longer lights up either. And then, of course, at the end of the hall here, we have our glorious altar. Over here, this is just a little access panel. Don't worry about this little guy. This is just some materials and building things that were set up during the creation. But if we follow the altar up here, well, what could go here? And actually, as it turns out, I brought the things that should go here. Shazam! And Shazam. And of course, I had to put a button in there so that we can do this for no reason. But yes, this is an altar here to the great Ender Dragon. May she forever rest in peace. At least, until the next time we resurrect her and murder her. And then we have armor stands here with some of the treasures of the dead that have come along for the ride. There's sections over here on the side. You can climb up. You can visit these graves up here, because otherwise, how would you get to them? Except, this one obviously has been broken. You cannot make it across there, but don't worry, all the bodies got washed out anyways. That is about it. What do you think? This is definitely one of the most detailed projects that I've ever worked on. And Coin Operator Rob had a huge part in this process. So as I mentioned before, let us go ahead and flip over to the single player world that he sent us that started this great project off. See you there. All right, here we are in the single-player creative world. This is something that Coin Operator Rob whipped up based on some images of crypts that he had been searching online. When I mentioned I wanted to do a crypt, this is what he started out with. So it's definitely the entire basic structure, which is honestly the part that I am the least good at. I can add details, but Rob has a great eye for architecture and for shape. And so with his guidance here, this is how we ended up with the final shape that we did. Very, very cool work. And then of course, throughout the whole process of adding all the details in, Rob was there, giving me some help along the way. So huge thanks to him, and really couldn't have done it without him. So I'm so glad that he decided to take this project on with me, and hopefully there will be many more. Oh, look, a horsey. Let's go say hi. Hello, Horsey. Be my friend. Oh, he loves me. Donkey spawn egg. I don't know what was going on over here. Look at this village. When you have a flat world, villages generate weird. Look how strange this is. Horsey. All right. Oh, no. That's just mean. Ooh, a bell. Ah! Nothing to see here. I wonder. Whoa! Science. Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm doing when I get back on the server. Speaking of, all right, just wanted to show you this and all these pets for some reason. But now, let's head back to the Skellyverse. All right, we're back, and we're being reminded there on the screen that live stream is happening August 1st. And yes, I have decided on time at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be an official announcement on the channel at some point, maybe like a community post or something. But yeah, look forward to that. Hope to see you guys there. In the comments today, let me know what you think of this. I am just beside myself with joy. It brings me much happiness. The little ruined bits here and there, the general ambiance. Let's head back upstairs because there's one more thing I want to show you before we go. I'm a jumping man. Oh boy, okay. We got a gate here. There we go to keep the ghoulies out. So the other day, I was on the server preparing to build this thing, and a little guy kind of stopped by and said hello. And I asked Rob what we should name him, and here is the name that he came up with. And you can see here on the screen, there's a conversation where we talked about it, but Turnip Stumbleton will at some point be a resident of our grave and or our crypt. Just need to figure out how to trap him in there. There we go. You stay in there nice and safe, Stumbleton. You a good man. Wouldn't want anything to happen to you. And unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today. So, like I said, go ahead, leave a comment. I try to respond to every single one. Would love to know what you think of all of this. And until next time, peace out. Wishes. I'll get you, Gadget. Oh, we're loading up in the farm over here. Oh,